Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute here before this video and mention that you'll notice in this video that the front end of the car has already been cut off. I cut the front, um, I guess not the valance, but the core support. I cut all of that off in one piece so that I can put it back on after I rebuild the front end, just so it'll maintain the stock look with the headlight bucket bracket, you know, the places for the headlight buckets and the grill and all that other stuff. And I made a whole video on that, but unfortunately there was no audio in that whole video, all the footage. So instead of making you watch through that and me talking about it or whatever, I just want to tell you, just so that you, when you see in this video, the front end's off, you'll know why. All right, off to the video. Wow. That's funny. Good morning, YouTube. Hang on a sec. All right. Whew. Good morning. It's been a while. Yeah. Hang on. You were a little dirty. There you go. You're better now. Can you see better? Can you see me? You look good? Awesome. So, Phil here, and we're gonna work on the 510 this morning. It's early, so as you can see, there's a big gaping hole there, which is pretty exciting because, you know, when you have a hole, usually you put something in it, if you know what I mean. And we're gonna put something in it. But first, a couple of things. I've decided on, well, number one, I'm putting a full frame underneath this car. As you know, it's a unibody, or you may or may not know, it's a unibody, a body with subframes. So the subframe starts here, right? And it goes back down under, and it tapers off under the car, goes down to about there and tapers off, right? And then that's the front subframe. And then the rear subframe starts somewhere around there-ish. I don't know if you can see that, maybe not. Goes up and over and out the back. Because of the condition of the car in general, with all the rust on it, and because of the horsepower numbers that I'd like to get to initially, and because I'd like to see how far I can push it, I've decided I'm going to put a full frame under. So what I'm going to do, what that means is I'm going to take 2x3 steel rectangular tubing, probably 1/4 inch, and run it and rebuild the frame, or build a full frame for it, run it all the way back. From front to back, all welded, all gusseted, all really strong, or as strong as I can make it. That means that I'm cutting out all of this. I'm cutting out the fender wells, cutting out the shock towers, I'm cutting everything out. Because the other decision that I've made is I'm not going with the strut suspension. Because I'm starting over and because I'm putting new rails in it, I can pretty much do whatever I want with suspension. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to change it to an independent front suspension with A-arms, an A-arm system with coilovers. And how I'm going to do that is I'm getting a do-it-yourself kind of weld-in front crossmember that is for a Mustang 2 because it's the widest, that's the narrowest track width I could find. But because it's a do-it-yourself, so basically it's just laser cut steel that you put together and weld yourself. Because it's like that, I can trim it to fit this, right? And then what'll happen is the coilovers are going to go away. It's going to be 2 A-arms, upper, lower A-arm with coilovers in it. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to get this front suspension out. And then I'll have a Datsun 510 front suspension for sale, probably, on Marketplace. So anyway, all right, here we go. Be smart, don't hurt yourself. Again, most of the time it's the little things that'll get you. So be smart. Don't hurt yourself. Even with something like this cross member, I was thinking, just unbolt from both sides, let it drop. No, don't do that. Don't be stupid. Use the tools that God gave you. Okay. Be smart. Make it easy on yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Because you got to think. If you hurt yourself, you can't work on the project. And that sucks. It puts you behind, makes you depressed. Being hurt's no good. There. Okay, this is what I've done. Right, so I'm ready to pull that cross member out. I have all the suspension out, except for the lower control arms, which is going to come out with the just going to come out with a cross member. I'm not too worried about that. I got, well, steering column I already took out before. Got the sway bar out, or the anti-roll bar. I got the front control arms, or the front, I don't know what those things are called in these cars. But anyway, this is why I'm going to the full frame and why I'm redoing the front end of this car right here. Because this is right, as you can see, this is right where the cross member bolts up on the driver's side. And there's nothing. It's like there's holes, right? There's holes. It's gross. The other side isn't as bad, but you know, all it takes is one side, you know, and if you're pushing, you know, if I want to push the horsepower that I'm hoping to in this car, you know, if I'm, you know, hoping to, you know, hit the horsepower numbers that I want to initially, and then possibly have, you know, an opportunity to grow, you know, I might get crazy and decide to have like the world's first 1,000 wheel horsepower 510 wagon. I mean, who knows? No, okay, that's crazy talk. But anyway, we're gonna start slow. Let's get up to 600 horsepower first, and then see what happens. Because it might scare the shit out of me to do just that much in this car. Anyway, actually, that's gonna scare the shit out of me anyway because I've never gone that fast. I've never had that much horsepower. But hey, YOLO. Anyway, so yeah, we're almost done with this. We're just gonna drop this down, put a jack under it so that it didn't, whoa, and it's still gonna fall, but nobody's under there. And there we go. Ta-da! My jack theme, my jack scheme kind of worked. I mean, that could have been my foot or my hand. So again, like I said before, don't be stupid. It's the little things that get you. And if you're hurt, if your back's hurt, your hands hurt, whatever. I mean, some of the little stuff we can work through, but you know, little thing could be a major thing, and then you can't work on the project. It sucks, and your wife yells at you. My wife will. She's scary when she's mad. Anyway, so now all I got to do is take the steering box out, and this, I think it's called the trailing arm. I'm not sure exactly what that piece is called down here. Let me know in the comments if you know what that's called. Yeah, and then I'll have eventually have a front 510 wagon suspension for sale. Anyway, all right, so let me get to the rest of this. I think I have a little bit more time here. Running out of time. Oh, no, I'm out of time. All right, so remember to, again, this is Phil with Moto Geekster. Remember to hit that like and subscribe. Please help me grow the channel. If I can get enough subscribers, I can get some sponsors. You know, if you guys want to help me out, hit me up. Anyway, no, even advice is good. Or just following the channel. Just like, you know, give me a thumbs up. Hitting that, smashing that like or subscribe button. Both like and subscribe, and the bell. You put the bell on. So when I do eventually get another video up, you'll know. Really working on getting a schedule and getting these videos up on a more regular basis. I had a little setback, but I'm doing a lot better. So yeah, see ya.